Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 538. My name is Christopher Riccio, and I am here with Jeff Torney.
What up, everyone?
And Jason A. Stryker.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Today we have some distractions and one news item for you. But as usual, before we get into all that, we got to find out what's going on. So who do you want to start with today? Jason, you got anything new?
Nothing new to report other than my son is sick. So I'm just counting the minutes until I get sick as well. Unfortunately,
sick with what? Is it something major or
it's some cough. Yeah. Sick with sickness.
Just like a cold.
He's down with the sickness.
Wow.
We had to reschedule his birthday to next week, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, just watching spooky movies and stuff.
That's what you do in October.
Yep.
Not me. That's what you do.
And every other month.
Specifically what you do. And every other month. Particularly in October, though.
Yes.
But,
anyway, what's up with Jeff?
Not much, man. I'm still kind of a little bit sick. This thing won't go away.
Awesome.
Tanya, hers turned into kind of like a sinus infection, so she's going. Yeah, hers got worse. I'm feeling a lot better. I just still have the sniffles here and there and a cough and that part, but all the other stuff's gone. But yeah, it's been around 2 weeks now, so hopefully it's fucking done at some point this week. Definitely going around.
I hope so.
But yeah, not much has been happening, man. This last week I was busy as fuck at work, like I expected. And this weekend we didn't get up to a whole lot. The Blue Jays made the World Series.
They did.
And
they
two
beat
games.
The shit out of LA or
the
one
first
game already, right? Yeah.
It's the series is tied 1-1. So
okay,
that's happening. The Raptor season started last week as well. So that's that's those are my two things I watch on TV basically for the next little bit. That and games, but that's about it.
Nice.
Just chill.
Okay.
Chris.
Not much to report on this side. Let me see. Is there anything? There is one thing, and I forgot to bring it downstairs with me. But I don't know if I talked about this on the show or not, but they made a tabletop RPG based on Phantasy Star.
What?
And the book just came in this week, and it's fucking beautiful. Like it's maybe about 2-3, it's like 300 pages, 300 something pages. But like it's very Phantasy Star art all over the place. Like it's based off of I can't remember what the system is. It's based off a system that is based off of 5e. So
okay.
It's still kind of a D&D 5e type system with some slight changes, but yeah, the book came out. I haven't really gotten into what differences there are between that and D&D, but I mean, I couldn't not get that. It was So I need to read through it and kind of get an idea of what it is, but yeah, Alice is on the front. Like the front cover is Alice on the cover. It's great.
This artwork looks great. Wow.
Yes, and actually, if you read, I'll have to show you the book sometime. But if you read through the book, it'll tell you like all the different weapons that are available, and it gives you like what they were called in the traditional Phantasy Star games, and then what they started calling it in Phantasy Star Online. So it's like they built it around Phantasy Star 1 through 4 and Phantasy Star Online. So Universe was not included in it. They kind of left that stuff out. I'm not sure.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, I mean, the peak was PSO anyway, right? So
yep.
But it looks great. The art is amazing. It's got like vehicles, and it's got like starships and stuff like that. Like just really, really cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to checking that out a bit more. Does it come with
a 200-page little hint book with it as well? How to beat
like
it?
Phantasy Star 2 did.
Yeah.
I still have that hit book somewhere, I think.
Do you really?
I think so, somewhere. No, I mean it's so I'm excited about having that, and then but I need to dive into it and start reading it and try and figure out what the differences are between that and D&D. But
I'm downloading my character sheet right now.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's do it. other than that, there's some possible work bullshit happening, and I'm not going to get into that. But everything else is moving as normal.
Good to hear.
So yeah, let's talk some games.
Sure.
Yeah, what do we got this week? There's a couple of new games, right? A couple of new games.
There's one big new game we should probably
one big
talk about
new
first.
game.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
You can kick that one off, Chris, because you
want me to
started
kick
playing
it
that
off?
before I did.
Okay. So Tuesday.
I probably am further than you, but you started before I did.
So Tuesday, Ninja Gaiden 4 came out, and I had that pre-ordered, so I got to dive into it a bit, and I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with the discussion here, because I think, Jeff, you have more of a background with Ninja Gaiden. I played Sigma, and that's pretty much it. But the one thing about that series is that the combat is super satisfying. And like the way that they've introduced the combat in this one is like, and I don't know if this, I don't remember if this is how it works in all of them, but you actually you get a specific type of currency, and you buy like moves for your move set, and over time you build your arsenal of what moves you have. Kind of eases you into all the different button combinations and stuff that you can do. The combat is just so satisfying and bloody. It's super bloody. Yeah, I mean, I got about, I want to say, an hour to an hour and a half into it. And I ended up switching it to easy, because I just don't think I like the way they make Ninja Gaiden games difficult. Because the way they make them difficult is just throw more guys at you, and at least that's the way it feels like to me. And I was able to get through a lot of it, and then there's this one scene where you're like coming in from above, and it gives you a prompt that you can drop down and assassinate a dude.
Assassinate them. Yeah.
And then, and as soon as you do that, the battle starts. Like there's only one dude you can assassinate, essentially, and there's like 7 other dudes on the floor. So you drop down, you kill that guy, and you start taking guys out, and then a dude with a gun shows up, and a dude with a rocket launcher shows up, and you take those guys out, and then you kill a few more guys, and then another dude with a gun, and another dude with a rocket launcher, and then you kill all of those fuckers, and like 3 of their big bads that have these big AoE attacks come out, and you have to they have a mechanic where when you get a prompt when they do an AoE attack, and if you have to switch to, I can't remember what it's called, like the blood mode.
I can't remember what it's called either. We'll call it blood mode. Yeah,
Raven's blood mode or something.
Yeah.
And you have to hold down R2, and then you start attacking with R2. L2 held down. And it can basically cut through blocks and things like that. And it knocks them out of their big AoE attacks. So there's 3 of these guys, all of them doing the AoE attacks, and you've got to try and keep them from doing them while you're fighting one dude, and 2 other guys are trying to hit you too. So and I just I understand that people like the difficulty. I just don't like that type of difficulty. Like, I like strategic difficulty rather than just throw more shit at them, And
there is a strategy there. It plays different than any other character action game, though. That's the thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You gotta keep moving constantly. Like, do not concentrate on one guy at a time. Like, the second you think you need to dodge, and kind of. One thing that's very divisive with Ninja Gaiden, I find, talking to people who play them, is the camera. The camera does suck if you want to use it as like a traditional like aim with the right analog and kind of focus on one character at a time. In this, what I started doing, just let the character do the moving and selecting of the enemies for me, and just be constantly having your right like index finger on that right trigger for blocking, and block dash everywhere. That's how you should only way you should be moving in those arenas is block dashing and jumping.
Yeah. And I'm still getting used to that, for sure.
Yeah. Once you do, though, you'll find you whittle down the enemies so quickly. You just start doing the executions, like just boom, 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 like one after the other, after the other, after the other. But if you focus on like one character at a time, like, you're gonna die real fast, because you're not gonna see shit coming at you.
And I certainly don't I don't try to do that, but when I do that when the ranged guys come out, I will.
Oh yeah, yes.
And I will,
yes,
but the way I do it is I'm just dodging at them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
like
No, same.
dodge,
Yeah.
kill that fucker, dodge, kill that fucker,
Yeah.
and then get back to the combat, right? So so Tuesday I got through to that part, and I tried that part on normal
I think
difficulty
that part is the
like 3
first big
times.
skill check. I think I know which part you're talking about.
Yeah,
Is it where it introduces you to the really big, like the blood execution attack move, where you get your when you click in the two
where you have to click
right
the
analogs?
sticks in?
Yeah,
Yes, that is.
that's
It's where you it
first skill
introduces you to that.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was another thing. There's another first I found there's a portal that leads to. They have portals that lead to,
Purgatory.
yes. So
Yeah.
I found the first purgatory, and got through like the first wave and thought I was done, and then they sent the second wave, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not done. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because they kicked my ass. And I was
usually save those till after I
save
beat
those,
the game
yeah.
one time. Yeah.
And then there was one. I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but I mentioned the AoE guys, and those were introduced to me at a different point. There were like 3 or 4 of them that I walked into. It was like a challenge battle or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but in that first area, I found one of those as well, and that was a kind of a wake up call as well. But
yeah, those are meant to beat you down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it took me 3 or 4 tries for that one. But that area that I was telling you about, I tried that like I think 3 times on regular difficulty, then went down to easy, and and when I got down to easy, I got through the mob, and then those 3 AoE guys came out, and I just wanted to be done at that point, and I apparently wasn't, and at that point I was like, I'm done for now. And I just and what ended up happening is like I was planning on going back to it on Wednesday, but I picked up 3 other games. Now I haven't been back to Ninja Gaiden yet, but it's certainly like if you are into Ninja Gaiden, you are going to love this because it's fucking beautiful. The combat is great. The executions are amazing, and just in general, it's just a gorgeous game. and a gory game.
I thought it looked pretty bad in the tutorial area, to be honest. Because I remember I told you guys that I had to try it before. I had to try it when it came out, and then I put it off until I was going to beat another game. Then I was going to get into it. And at playing a bit of that tutorial area, I was like, this game reminds me of a 360 era game. Like just not even just the way it kind of looked. Like it looks crisp and it looks nice, but there's not a lot going on, and the level design is very geometrically inclined, or like I don't know, just like there's not much going on with the geometry of any of the levels. It's like you can see like this is a tube you're going down. Now you're turning right to go down another tube. Now here's a square arena, like that type of deal. But then after I got out of that first area, when you're in Tokyo or whatever, like then I was like, okay, now there's some cool design here, and I like this. And they added in a bunch of like parkour stuff and like traversal stuff, which is really fun. It's a video game as video game. Like you're sliding down rails and rail grinding and doing all that kind of stuff that's in games like this and stuff like that. But I do think it's better looking now than I did. Like originally I thought this doesn't even look as good as 2 Black to me. I was like, this is not doing it. Yeah. But then I was like, okay, it's starting. They're kicking up their visuals a bit. So I was like, okay, this feels a little bit looks a lot better.
Yeah. Lots of grappling hook stuff, and it does its thing for sure.
I'm about halfway through chapter 2. Okay. So I'm not sure if you got that. Did you fight the first boss?
I stopped at that spot that I told you. So
gotcha.
I haven't actually finished chapter 1 yet. So no.
Gotcha. Jason, have you played any of it at all yet?
I played about 10 minutes so far, and there's not a lot of like impact to the hits. There's a little bit of hits done and stuff. So like you said, like kind of flittering between enemies seems to be the best course of action. So yeah, I've got that to look forward to. But yeah, I didn't get much into it other than just like a few of the tutorials, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
It definitely feels more platinum than Team Ninja.
Yeah.
To me, it definitely doesn't have that, like with Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3, that like you feel like the sword like almost cut through like the enemies, like it has this like kind of weight to it, even though how fast it is.
Yep.
It definitely has that in the executions and stuff like that for sure. Like an example is like the flying swallow move, which is like that is the move from like the first one to all the series. The one where you dash forward real quick in the air and you basically chop off the. It could be a one hit kill if you do the timing right at the right time. And when you did that in the other games, you felt like there was a little bit of a hitch when the sword hits the neck and it like kind of pauses for a split second, then it cuts it off, and it's like it feels so cool. In this, it doesn't really do that. It kind of like passes right through. It still looks cool,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have that Team Ninja feel. I found, but it still feels good because a good platinum game is good. It feels good to play, and I think this does feel great to play. I think it feels. It's like it's a good choice developer to continue the series. They couldn't have probably picked a better one, and it does feel like someone doing their best Ninja Gaiden impression to me, and I think it's good. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It feels better than 3. I will say that. Not a big
Who did
fan
3?
of 3. Well, Team Ninja did 3,
Okay.
but pardon me, but it just felt it was kind of like a product of its time. It was when like everything was trying to be overly cinematic, and it just didn't feel right, and a lot of bullet sponginess because with Sigma 1 and 2, they tone down the difficulty, but so like in Sigma 2, for instance, it only ever has 4 characters on screen at one time, 4 enemies. Um, and whereas the original Ninja Gaiden 2 on 360, you'd have like 7 or 8 at times. But you would be able to kill them really quick. That's kind of like how 4 is. But with those two, the way they kind of got over to make it harder was they made the enemies have a bunch of health, basically. They were like damage sponges. And that just didn't feel really good. It doesn't feel good to play, really. And they kind of did that more of that in 3, where I felt a lot of the enemies and bosses especially were just tinking at their health. And this kind of goes away from that, and I like that. They kind of went back to their roots. But fucking Yakumo, what an edgelordy bitch that guy is. Like, he is just he is cringe, man.
Why is that?
Some of the shit he says.
That initial line, they're like, "Where are you?" He's like, he's on a train. He's like, "Cut a ride."
Yeah, that kind of stuff, and just like, yeah, if you don't do what I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna kill you. Like, he's just very like kind of like emo and very like, he's just like, again, it's like very 2000s like screamo era, like designed for his dialogue. It's like this guy listens to like My Chemical Romance, like The Used and stuff. Back when I did,
I guess I don't really I don't pay enough attention to be or to get that much from it. So
yeah, it's pretty cringy, and well, you'll see because you're not too. He hasn't said too much, I think, by the time you're at, but there's more interactions with the other characters, and there's like a cutscene with the first mission. You're basically there to assassinate a prisoner, and then you talk to her for a good while, and their whole banter back and forth. Hers isn't that bad. I thought she was pretty good, but just his reaction to her, it seemed like a teenager who thinks they're really, really cool, but doesn't know how to talk to girls, like that kind of deal. That's what the kind of vibe I got from it.
Nice.
But yeah,
how big are the boobs in this game?
They're fucking big, dude.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Just checking.
Yeah. I've only met the one female character so far, the prisoner chick, and they're coming out of her blouse. Let's put it that. Yeah, there's whatever.
Good to know. Okay.
Yeah. They definitely didn't. They're doing Itagaki a proud.
Worth playing now, Jason.
I'm back in.
You're back in. I'm really liking it though. I had the same problem Chris had in that one area, but it is where it teaches you how to do that. You can do one of the blood attacks thing where you basically hold down Y, and if you have a certain meter built up, you basically do this huge circular slash with the starting of the katana, and it hacks everybody in half. It's like basically a big AoE that just fucks everybody up. And then once I realized that, I guess they let it fill up really quickly in that area. You can do it twice, and it wasn't that hard. So after I died about 6 times, in that area, because I was like, what the fuck?
That
What?
makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah. No, try doing that when you go back. You'll probably have
Okay.
enough time
Yeah,
to do that attack twice, and you'll just rip
and
through
that's the
everyone.
thing. It's like I remember trying to charge that up
Mhm.
and a few times and just getting knocked out of it from the enemies that were hitting me. So
Yeah.
and I kind of shied away from it after that.
Yeah,
So I'll go back and try it again.
I was doing the same thing. I was after I did it the first time where it like slows down for you to like actually let you kind of initiate it. Then I was like, oh shit, I have that again after a little bit. I'm like, I'm gonna do it again. And then I
Mm.
was like, oh, okay, that made that quite a bit easier, for sure.
Okay,
I
good to
was
know.
gonna they do give you like one of the main I'm almost positive this wasn't the other ones, but one of the main mechanics of the games is the essence, the orbs that the enemies drop. And you can do the charge attacks where you basically go up like 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, and you just
Yeah.
do like this automatic combo that obliterates them. And a mechanic is if you jump, the second you land, you start holding down a Y or triangle, and you'll suck in all the essence that's around you, and it powers that up like instantly. You have to
Nice.
unlock that in this game. It's
Huh.
in the it doesn't you don't start with it. So that was one of the first things I grabbed in the menu when you can upgrade when you can buy skills, because that's like key. Like you start doing the dashes, and Scott Sauer gave me that because I was like, how do you do this without just like if you want to stay on the ground, but if you hold a block, you will not absorb the essence. So you can do a block dash, jump, and then the second you land, then do that, and you just start like fucking people up.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's still hard. It's definitely harder than 2 Black is for sure. And I would say probably harder than Sigma 2. Um, but it's doable. It's definitely easier than like Black and the original Ninja Gaiden 2 so far. And the boss he gave me a little bit of problems, but he wasn't too much. It's more of a 1-on-1 fight, so it's actually kind of cool to kind of try some of the stuff you're learning without being like having like 8 guys right up your ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like it though so far. We'll see if it holds up for the duration.
Okay, good stuff.
But it's cool.
I got something else new that came out this week.
Go for it.
So, I picked up Dispatch. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this.
Yeah, it's the superhero RPG, right?
Superhero Telltale-ish type game. So,
Okay.
essentially, it's about a Batman-esque, and what I mean by that is a dude with no superpowers that ends up
Like a
in like
kick-ass type deal.
yeah, but instead of like having a super powerful suit and like tech
Mhm.
devices and stuff like that, he's got like a mech. His name is Mecha Man. Um, and so basically, when he ends up retiring, uh, or being forced into retirement, I should say, they pull him in to be a dispatcher for this corporation that essentially sends out superheroes to help uh people that subscribe to their uh service. So a little weird there, like made superheroes corporate, I guess. But your job is essentially like to monitor when you get calls, and then once you have an understanding of what the call is, you dispatch one of your heroes to try and address the call based on what they're good at and based on what the actual call needs. Only 2 chapters released. The game came out on Wednesday, I think it was, and they're doing it 2 chapters at a time. There's a total of 8, and they're doing 2 a week.
Okay.
So episode 1 and 2 came out, and the schedule has everything being released by the 12th of November. 3 weeks from now. But
And how long is an episode roughly?
about an hour, it seems.
Okay.
So I played the first episode, and so there it's a lot of, obviously it's a lot of story, right?
Mm.
It's very very Telltale-ish in the way it presents the story. But it's also like quick time event heavy, and you can turn those off. But what I noticed when I was doing like that first episode was if you turn them off, there's very little to do outside of just like sitting back and watching the show, right? which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like it's well made, it's well produced. Voice acting is on top. It's like, top notch. So the acting's good, the dialogue's good, it's funny. Like I was heartily laughing multiple times in the 2 episodes that I played. And the actual trying to figure out who you want to dispatch is really neat. So the tutorial gives you one set of it gives you essentially one day of work that you have to do where you're dispatching the different heroes. And basically it's a way to introduce you, and then after you're not actually dispatching the heroes that you're a part of, that you're in charge of. It's more of a tutorial. So the episode 1 is about, here are some real heroes, send them out. And then in the second one, you get the heroes that are a part of your team and you have to dispatch them. And that's where a lot of the story comes in, and a lot of the interaction between your character and the heroes that are a part of your team. It's a really interesting dynamic so far. My character has already been punched in the face by one of them. So,
wow.
Shit happens fast. You make decisions, and there's a lot of things like this character will remember that and things like that. So it gives you all of that feedback. And then at the end of each episode, it'll give you kind of a rundown of your decisions. And if you let it transmit the data, it'll compare it to everybody else's decisions. But it's a great little game so far. I don't remember how much it is. I think it's like $20,
I think it's
$25
$30 for the 2, I think.
If you're into those games, I highly suggest it. It was a lot of fun. It's $30, and Steam has it for 10% off right now.
I was gonna wait on it, but you say they're scheduled episodes, right? Because that's why I fell off the Telltale stuff, because their release schedule for those games sometimes were horrendous. By the time like a new episode, I was like already over it. I didn't even beat the first Walking Dead season, even though I love the first 3 episodes.
I didn't either, and I liked it as well. But this is 2 episodes a week for the next 3 weeks. So October 22nd was when it came out. They've got 2 scheduled on the 29th, 2 scheduled on the 5th, and then 2 scheduled on the 12th, and that's where it will end. For those that are that know about and are interested in Critical Role, like they are very, very involved in this entire thing.
Have you guys watched Critical Role?
What's that?
Have you guys watched Critical Role?
I'm familiar with it. Yeah,
I have. Yes.
Is it really good? Because I've heard my buddies like keeps bugging me to watch it, and I'm like,
here's what I will say about Critical Role. Yes, it's very good if you have time to spend 5 to 6 hours watching a YouTube series per week. And I don't.
Per week.
So per week, their episodes are like 4 to 6 hours long.
Wait, what?
Yes. Each episode is 4 to 6 hours long.
Okay.
It's a way of life. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's like, and my wife is really into it, and I tried to get into it.
Mine too.
Yeah, I tried to get into it, and it's too much. It's too much for me. If you are interested in that type of content, if you want to even give it a shot, I would highly suggest looking at Dimension 20 instead. That's by I know we've talked about Dropout on the show before, but it's by the Dropout folks, and the person who's GMing the newest Critical Role series is most of the time the GM for Dimension 20. Brennan.
Wait, I think I'm getting something mixed up, guys. You're talking about Critical Role like the D&D thing, right?
Yes.
That's not what I'm talking about at all.
Oh, are you? No. What are you talking about then?
It's some like anime.
Yes. Okay. So the Amazon series that is based on the actual animated series is based on the campaign that they ran.
Okay, so is episodes of that 5 hours long?
No. They're like,
oh my god.
No,
okay. Like fuck, dude.
Sorry, dude. That one is so the Vox Machina is the first one, right? Okay. And I think there's 3 seasons of that. And the second one is Mighty 9, and I think they're in progress on that one right But yeah, Vox Machina is I think the episodes are like, I don't remember if they're 30 or 60 minutes. I think they're 30 minutes long. But yeah, that's
much
really
more
good.
doable.
Yeah. No, you can definitely get like the entire story out of that. And all of the characters are voice acted by the people that played those
the
characters in Critical Role. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
But yeah, it's fantastic. I highly suggest that.
Good to know.
Anyway.
I would have watched totally the wrong thing if I was like, let me check this out.
The Vox Machina, Legends of Vox Machina is on Amazon Prime, I think.
Gotcha.
And it's really good. I highly suggest it. Yeah.
I don't know if I told the story on the show back like in the earlier years, but when everyone kept talking about how good Anchorman was and how funny it was, and me and Tony have never seen it at the time. And then my roommate was out of town. I was like, hey, man, is it cool if I borrow your Anchorman DVD? He's like, yeah, man, go for it. And we watched it. And we're like, first of all, this isn't that funny. And the story seems all over the place. And then I'm telling him about it. And he's like, wait. He's like, what disc did you put in? And I was like, I don't know. I've got fucking Anchorman. He's like, it comes with 2 discs. There's like the original movie. Then they did a second cut of all like stuff they didn't use for the movie. Like the first edition of what the movie was. You watch that, and I was like, "Oh my god, that makes so much more sense." And then we actually watched the original, the real one, and was like, "Okay, yeah, this is funny."
Okay, yeah. My bad. I wasn't sure, but
no, that's
yeah. For those that are interested in Critical Role but don't have the time, go check out Dimension 20. That's the way I look at that. But yeah, the anime series is great. But yeah, I'd like. Sorry, big tangent from Dispatch, but
so what are we talking about?
Yeah,
what game was this? Yeah.
big tangent from Dispatch, but Dispatch is really good. If you're into those types of games, I highly suggest it, and I'll be playing it for the next 4 weeks to get through it. So it was really good.
Very cool.
I'm looking forward to. I might actually go play the first 2 episodes again, because now that I have a better understanding about how everything works. I'm more interested in understanding how the story is different based on some of the decisions that you make. So
totally
cool,
good stuff. Let's see what else.
I started playing Earthion.
You
guys
shmup.
have heard of this game? Yeah, the shmup. For those who don't know, this is done by Ancient. They are a company that's been around forever. They're pretty ancient. But they basically built this game on Genesis hardware, essentially. And and there is an actual physical cartridge coming out next year for the Genesis, but they release it on everything. It came out on PC first, now it's out on consoles. So I grabbed that from Limited Run, so I got that. Came in the mail a while ago, and I started that up. And it's a shmup, and it's a horizontal one, so you're going from left to right. And it's pretty cool. Like, I'm not super into shmups, but this one, like, I can't believe what people are doing with the Genesis, like, in this day and age. Like, I know technically I'm playing it on the Switch, but it's going to be the same way on Genesis. Like, the intro starting level, like, it almost looks polygonal how well they did the sprite work. And I was like, this is pretty badass.
Nice.
The music is awesome. I think Yu Koshiro did some of the soundtrack as well. He's the Streets of Rage guy, and he does some Shinobi stuff, and he's like a legend in the industry. And I'm enjoying it. It is pretty hard, as it should be, and it is. And but I only played the first couple levels, but it's pretty cool. If you got like shmups, I would highly suggest checking it out. There's not much really to go into. It's your typical. You pick up different power ups. You have health, which at first I was like, oh, this is kind of different. This is probably going to be easier. No, because you can lose that health real quick. Yep. You can pick up health beeps and stuff like that as you're flying around, but shit can take you out pretty quickly. That's fun.
Yeah,
I
have it ordered. I have it ordered, but I ordered the collector's edition, so I'm not going to get another 6 months probably.
Did either of you guys get the controller? Because I'm looking at that right now. I'm like, shit, that's
I did not get the
Does it look cool?
I did not get it. It's a Saturn controller. It's essentially a Saturn controller.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty sexy. I'll throw it in the chat real quick.
Yeah.
I got a link for it. I just happen to be looking at it.
I'm looking at it too.
Yeah. I just threw it in the chat for you. But it's a nice little 8-bit do Saturn controller essentially, and it looks really good.
Are they not selling like? Have they not put the cartridges for sale yet, or is that already done?
I don't think so, because the only
Yeah.
versions that they had up for sale that I saw were for currents, Switch,
Mm,
PS5, PS4, Xbox, and PC.
PC.
Um,
Because I kind
so
of
yeah,
want to
I
get
haven't
the Genesis
seen.
cartridge. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think so too. I haven't seen the Genesis version yet. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I actually I keep up with Limited Run pretty closely, and I actually have they did a rerun of Assault Suit Vulcan, and
Yep.
I grabbed that for SNES, and then they did a couple of side scrolling like beat 'em ups for Sega CD, and I got those too. It's like, I have a problem, guys. I really do. I need help.
I hear
I
you.
need an intervention or something, please.
I hear you. What else? What else have I played? Oh, I finished Yote today. This morning.
Oh, great.
Yes, I finished that up.
Did you go back and do the
I
quest
have
that I
to
told you?
figure out. I haven't looked up where the starting point of that is. They don't have it on any of my cards and the where all your missions are kind of like tracked. Your quests. I have to figure
The
out where the starting point of that is.
the line I sent you is where that starting point is. So there's a
The
storyteller
line?
in that the
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
chat.
Sorry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't gone to
Okay,
that
gotcha.
person yet.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I did go back in and like that's how you know a game's good is because like I played some Ninja Gaiden, I played some a little bit of Trails, made some progress on that, played some Keeper, and then I went back to Yote because I was like I just want to keep playing this, and I cleaned up some other
Yeah.
stuff and was gonna do that quest line later, but yeah, man, I really liked it. Last week I knew for
It's
sure it
so
was going to
good.
be in my top 10. Now I think it might even be like top 3, top 5. Like
Yeah.
this year is going to
Nice.
suck again for game of the year. It's
It
going to be
is. It's gonna be
yeah.
really hard. I will say this, and I'm obviously not gonna spoil anything, but one of the things that I really liked about how they did Yote is, after you beat the game, they give you the ability to go back and continue to play, right? And the
Mhm.
way they introduce that is really cool. It's like you're actually having a conversation with
Yeah.
another character, and the character's like, "Tell me more stories about when you were doing this thing." And she goes, "Oh yeah, let me tell you about this," and then it basically just drops you back in the game. So it's part of a
You can
conversation that
pick
she's
one
having.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives I was
So
going to ask you because at first I was like, "Oh, is this like a little bit of an epilogue type thing?" I was like, "Oh, wait a second. This is." And the thing that I chose was something I didn't even fall upon at all. So I'm not sure if that does that for everybody, like if you haven't done everything in the game, if it just like gives you like
Oh yeah, I
3
wonder.
random quests that you haven't even started yet because mine wasn't even one I started. I was like, "What the hell is
oh,
this?"
I
And it
didn't it
puts you
didn't
like
give
right
me
there.
anything.
Yeah,
It
same
didn't give
Oh,
me
here.
because you finished
anything
all your shit.
because I did all my
Oh,
shit.
mine gave me like, what would you want to like? No, I guess this wouldn't be spoilers because it's not anything about the ending. But it says like, what would you like tell you about, and it gives you like 4 options of like of it gives you like a vague like thing like about monsters, about like some whatever, blah blah.
Oh,
And then
okay,
I
cool.
picked one,
Huh.
and then I was like, "What is this?" And then even the level I did, or the quest I did, was nothing like any of the other quests. That's why I kind of thought, "Is this like an epilogue?" And then I was like, "Wait, no, this is not an epilogue. This is something
Nope.
I could have found just by walking around or whatever." So I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
That's
cool.
cool. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is cool. I like that. So if there's anything like you missed, it basically
yeah.
gives you hints
I think
on
it
how to
gave me a
go and
list
look
of
at
4
it.
things, and
That's
it's gave
great. That's
yeah.
great. That's
I
fantastic.
was like, "It's pretty cool."
Yeah. And
That game's
and
good.
I know we talked about this last week, but I want to reiterate it some more. It's like no two things in this game are the same. Like
Yeah.
every quest is different. Like they all have their own, you know, some of the gameplay might be different, but it's like it's a completely different map, completely different strategies you have to use. It's just a really well designed game, and it's I can't suggest it enough. It's great.
Yeah. Even the bounties, which I thought were going to be kind of like generated. Yeah,
Mm.
those were definitely there was work put into them,
Yeah, yeah.
between voice acting or just set pieces or stuff like that. So
And
um
even the way you finish bounties, like it's
sure,
not they don't
you don't
necessarily
just
all
have to kill
end
them.
the
Yeah.
same way. Yeah, they don't all end in the death of a dude, right? So
Mhm.
it's really well done. It's really well done.
I gotta do more bounties because I'm low on the cash in the game. I went ham towards the end, upgraded so much shit, and I'm just like, I have no money now. So I'll
Yeah,
have to do that.
I did like at the beginning of the game, probably the first like half to 2/3 of the game, I put on the 2 charms that basically gave you bonus resources when you pick them up.
Mm.
So there was one that gave you bonuses for like flowers and bamboo and stuff like that. And then there was one that gave you bonuses for metals. Um that metals one was great. Like I got to 999 copper on 2 different occasions
Oh,
and
nice.
just ended up selling it all. So I had like a
Oh,
crazy
I
amount of
probably have
money
a
because
I
of it.
haven't sold anything in the game at
Yeah,
all.
go sell copper is worth 7 per. And the bamboo is worth like 3 per. So it's not as
Oh
good,
man. Yeah.
but those
Mhm.
are 2 things that you can easily stock up on, especially if you're wearing those charms.
Honestly, I barely changed the charms at all. I found ones I liked.
Once
I
Oh.
was
you
like, I'm
yeah,
just gonna keep them.
Huh.
once you
And
find your play style, man, you could just
yeah,
kind of float. But you know, there are a few bosses where you have to change some things up, but that's pretty much it.
word. What else?
Awesome.
I was gonna beat Keeper, but then I didn't go back to it again today. But I'm further in Keeper, uh, and I'm still enjoying it. I do have a
Good.
little bit some issues with it. I think that it's got that like you can't control the camera with the right analog. It's not a fixed camera. The camera moves on its own. That and also with the way um, you control the character, the movement. It did kind of get frustrating here and there because it's not super reactive. Like it's not like baby steps where it's all based on physics and like inertia, but it does have weight. So things do take longer to like than you would normally do when you're just kind of like walking around a level in like a game or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's still like gorgeous. I will say, without spoiling anything, there is more to it than a walking lighthouse. Um, it does change things up in cool ways, which I didn't see coming. And they didn't show any of it in the trailers for obvious reasons, probably. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. I'll probably finish it by the time next time we play because I really think I only have like an hour left, probably if that. So that's
Nice.
kind of fun. That's basically it, though, for me. I think that's
Okay.
yeah.
Jason, you got anything else?
No, but I wanted to hear what you thought of like Ball Pit, Chris.
Oh man.
I did play more ball pit.
I'm gonna say ball pit for last because that's the one I
Okay.
think I want to talk about the most. So I did pick up let me just quickly talk about Ruby Airfill. I did finish that up. I if you're into side scrolling like anime based way forward action games, I suggest it. That's really the disclaimer.
How are the boobs in it?
It was dude, they're
How big are
teenagers.
they?
Oh, are they? Or how big are they? Sorry.
Actually, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what age they are in the game because the game takes place after the series, and the series they start out as teenagers at like a high school.
Well, we'll say they're 20 something.
I think that they're at least I think they're all at least 18 now. I don't know. I will say this though. I will say I will say this like I mentioned last week that the game made me go check out the source material, and
I bet
now
it did.
not for that
those
reason.
listening, the look Chris just gave me. Yeah.
But now I'm fucking invested in the source material. Like I'm like
You enjoy it.
it's
Yeah. You're like,
I do. Not for the reason you're insinuating.
no,
You
I'm not
bastard.
saying no. When I said you're enjoying it, I really meant as like
No.
that's
And
the show
that's the
or
thing. It's like
whatever.
it starts out as very happy, carefree, and like and funny, and it is throughout. But like third season, shit gets dark. Like at the end of the third season, I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And was immediately started season 4 because I was like, "I need to know what's going on now." I'm invested in this. So yeah, it's still like little 15-minute episodes. But there's 140 of them apparently, and
That's a
I'm
lot.
in like the 50s. So I'm less than halfway through, but I'm kind of invested. And I know that so on the topic, the youngest of the members of Team Ruby is 16 in season 4 right now, and there's like 9 seasons, I think. So I don't know. But and she's 2 years younger than everybody else, so everyone else is at least 18. But it's a fun little game if you are into, you know, side-scrolling action. Highly suggest it. I talked about Blake being my favorite character because she had the replicant where she could like basically drop a shadow of herself and the shadow would attack every time she attacked. You eventually get to the point where everybody upgrades their powers and she can have 2 of those, and she just breaks everything because you just drop her shadow anywhere you want and fucking kill everything. So the game is about like part of the story has these orbs that that basically, when the orb is activated, it pulls in the Grimm, and the Grimm are like the creatures of the world. Like they're essentially like brainless monsters. Um and the when you get into into a particular part of the game, you have to destroy the orbs. Well, in order to destroy the orb, I just used Blake, walked up to one side, dropped a shadow, walked to the other side, dropped another shadow, and I'm hitting it 3 times every time I swing, and it lasts like 10-15 seconds because she just does so much damage at that point. So like the game is like, yeah, you're gonna have to switch around characters, and I never really had to do that outside of navigation. I just used Blake the whole time because she's fucking broken.
I looked into getting it, but it's like $60 or $50 on Switch. I was like, fuck, I don't know.
If you get it digitally, it's less. But I would
No,
wait for a
it
sale anyway.
was digitally. Yeah, I
Really?
just looked on the eShop. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know why it's that
So I
much.
mean, this is Canadian. So if it was like 40 or 50, it's probably like 30 to 35. There.
Yeah.
All I know about Ruby, I learned from that Blaze Blue cross tag battle game.
Oh
they
yeah.
Had, they had like 4 characters from Ruby, and they had a bunch of songs from there too. Like the Red Like Roses song was so fucking good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the music's really great in the show. The show itself, and even in the game, there's a few tracks that are like, oh, okay. But again, way forward. I'm not really surprised at that. So, it looks like the game here is $30. But it says that yeah. It's been I have Steam DB installed, so it tells me like the lowest recorded price was $10.50 at one point, so 65% off. So yeah,
I wishlisted it, so if it goes on sale, I'm sure it'll notify me.
nice. Yeah, it's a good little game. Enough about that. Absalom. So I know Jason's talked about this a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Jason, I want to play some co-op. We got to do it.
Yeah,
we got to do it. But yeah, I have not used anybody but the dwarf. Like fucking fisticuff dwarf. It's like if I had to put myself into a fantasy game, that's what it would like. Me personally, it would be a fisticuff dwarf. So I was like,
I figured
well, fuck, it's speaking to me. Like it's like so. Having a lot of fun with that. I've gotten through the first 2 bosses on both of the initial paths. And then I've gotten to 2 of the different islands after you finish those 2 bosses.
Okay.
And like once you get to the ship, and I haven't gotten past that yet. The game kicks your ass, especially if you don't get good rituals and trinkets. So
I found that the rose thorn daggers.
I'm really liking that one a lot.
Yeah, those can be like super overpowered. The one run that I got like super far in was definitely centered around those.
Gotcha. Yeah, the first run that where I actually defeated the goblin champion, and there was the dwarf king. I think.
Yeah, he's the first main boss of the first island.
Yeah. And the first run that I had that got me through that was heavy on the fire. Like the first ritual I got was your basic strike has fire. And I was like, fuck yes, let's do that. So but I haven't gotten I don't get that a lot. Like where your regular strike has an element attached to it. But I have gotten several where the skill has it attached to it. So yeah, I'm going to keep playing that. It is a lot of fun. I certainly want to play co-op. I think it would be great.
I'll start that soon. I did get it. I got the physical one. Yeah, they sold out at VGP or whatever, but Jason sent a link or whatever in our Discord, and they were sold out. But then the next day, I was like, I'm going to check again, and they had them in again. I was like, okay, cool.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
But
Excellent.
they don't have crossplay until later down the road, so that kind of sucks. Yeah.
Shit. Where'd you get it though, Chris?
I got it on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. And I've unlocked one of the other characters, the rogue looking dude.
Cinder.
So
or
Cinder, yeah.
Cider.
That's it. Cider. Yep. I wanted to call him Cinder too, and but Cider. So I've still only used the dwarf so far.
Yeah, I've only used the elf, the female elf,
the
like
elf?
the drow elf, with a big berserk sword.
Yeah. Perfect. It'll work out great. Out great. But yeah, that game is really good, and it's gorgeous. Like it's like the art is just amazing. And the voice works really good too. Like especially when especially with the mother, what I don't remember what they call her, but
just mother, I think.
Yeah. But like every time, like there are little places where you can kind of just inspect places in the environment, and she'll come on and say and give you a little bit of background about it and some lore of everything, and it's really cool. I like how they
that could have been very throwaway, just like a little bit of text that pops up, and no, they did some voice work for it. So
they put some talent behind it.
Totally.
Let's see what else. I think the only thing left I have is Ball Pit, and
I
fucking love Ball Pit, man. Jeff, what did you do, man?
Sorry, man. I play it. I play it. Usually, it's the first thing I play in the morning, and usually I play a match of it before I go to bed. That's the way I'm running it right now.
I've put like 6 or 7 hours into it over the past couple days, and
damn,
I've only gotten down to the 3rd stage.
I'm only on stage 2. I just got to stage 2 today.
Oh, really?
So,
okay, yeah. So one of the things that I threw out into the Discord is one of the ball combinations that I used. And that's like the entire fun thing about this game. For me, it's like experimenting with how everything goes together and seeing like how much damage it does to things. And let me tell you, if you get the laser balls, use the fucking laser balls. And then like it's got and I don't remember how much you went into like the fusion and the evolution.
I mentioned it. I didn't go into too much details. Yeah.
So you get the different types of balls throughout, and then you level them up, and they only level to level 3, so it's very quick to get that done. But once you have 2 things at level 3, you can either fuse them, or if you have 2 that will evolve together, you can evolve them. The cool thing about it is you can only fuse 2 together once. But if you evolve it, you can now fuse that with something else. And I've actually found 2 evolutions that evolved together. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to go back and look at it. But like at the end of your run, it'll show you all the different balls that you used and like how much damage you did with all of them and how many times you threw them and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And the best combination that I have found is to use some sort of wind based along with the fucking laser balls. So the laser balls, every time they hit something, it will either shoot a vertical or a horizontal laser across the row or column of that enemy you just hit. Okay. And then if you find both, you can evolve them into the holy laser, which does essentially both directions every time it hits someone. Then wind just allows the whole thing to go right through the enemies. It doesn't bounce. It bounces off the walls, but it goes right through enemies. So if you combined, and there's an evolution for wind and thunder. And if you do wind and thunder, it becomes storm. And then the storm has like this aura around it, and lightning hits enemies as it comes into that aura. I haven't done the holy laser with the storm yet, but I did do the storm with the vertical laser, and oh my god, it did so much damage.
Oh, I bet.
Like it'll tell you like DPS, and nothing beats using the laser balls with either ghost or wind, because ghost goes through enemies as well. But ghost or wind, it goes through everything, and every time it passes through an enemy, it's firing lasers. So you just see it light up the screen with fucking lasers everywhere. It's super satisfying. and that's really what's turned me on to this game, is like just the experimentation of it all. And the challenge. It's very challenging, because if you don't get the right drops, it's hard to keep up, man. It's really hard to keep up.
Yeah, and that's kind of a thing too, because you can kind of see that happening kind of early, like because it does the 3 stages per stage, like mini boss, main boss.
Yeah.
And if you notice early, like in that 3rd stage, that you're just not doing enough damage, you pretty much, there's almost no coming back from it, and you kind of have to just die. You got to throw that run, basically.
Yeah, it really depends on. I've noticed that when I get to the second mini boss, if I can take out the second mini boss before he gets like 2/3 the way to the bottom, then I feel like I'm
You're
in
in
pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm in a good spot. On on that 3rd stage, the desert stage, there's 2 of them. The second mini boss is 2 of the fuckers. And what's interesting is that the first time I got there to the desert, I got to the boss and he literally had a pixel of health left, and he got me.
Oh, wow.
I was so frustrated, and I have not gotten back to him since then.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
That was me with the first boss I got to. I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then I didn't get back to the first boss for quite a few runs. I was like, son of a bitch.
And like it's interesting too, because there's a lot of different characters that you can use, and some of them are just awful. Like some of the characters are just really bad. One of the characters that I've got is it claims to be a philosopher or something like that, and
that sounds fun.
Yeah,
gonna do
exactly.
fucking give you theory like to death?
No,
like just talk to you to
Jeff.
Death?
He chooses the upgrades. You don't get to choose the upgrades. So
that's kind of
as you're going, he just picks the upgrades, and he starts out with the vertical laser ball. I'm like, how can you fuck this up? Like he literally did not choose the horizontal laser ball. I'm like, I hate you. I hate you. You're bad. You're a horrible person. And then there was another one like the empty nester. And the empty nester's little thing is that he starts out with the ghost ball, which is great. I want one of the ones that's going to go through enemies. And what's even cooler is that he throws 2 of them. So if you evolve the ghost ball with another thing, he's throwing 2 of those. However, he doesn't throw any of the small ones at all.
Oh.
So the only thing he throws is the special balls that you've got.
Yeah.
And if you only have the ghost ball, yeah, I didn't do well.
He's all about the big balls, man. He doesn't want.
He's all about the big balls. So if you want the small balls, you have to find the trinkets that are going to give you the small balls.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this game is great.
It's fun.
I fucking love it. It's addicting as hell, and I am going to play it when we're done. So, yeah.
Good shit. Is that it? Jason, did you have anything? Or are you done, Chris? Or you still have another one?
I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Good Jason, stuff. Lots of good stuff this week. Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah, that's all that I played. Yeah, maybe a little bit of Absalom. But other than that, no.
Cool. That's right. Cool. Next week we'll have 2-player Absalom to report.
Yes.
There you go.
We'll make it happen.
Nice.
Cool.
Should we get into news?
Yeah, let's get into news. What do we got?
Not much news happened this week or last week. Nothing big anyway. Just one of the biggest exclusive franchises ever switching sides.
Viva Pinata.
Viva Pinata. Going multi-platform.
Finally.
Amazing. That's fantastic.
All those squuzzles, watchits, and that's the only one I know.
Finally get my wife to play the PlayStation.
There you go. Oh, was she a Viva Pinata?
She loved Viva Pinata, man. She really did, yeah.
No, but during the Halo Championships, they released a trailer for the not so big secret Halo CE remake, which is called campaign evolve now. They're remaking it in the Unreal 5 engine. They released a trailer for that. They released a 13-minute gameplay of the third, I think it's the third or fourth level in CE, Silent Cartographer, which is one of the better levels. But the big news is it's coming to PS5 day and date next year.
Yep.
That's
pretty
right.
big.
So the biggest franchise Xbox has ever had built on it is going over. A lot of people were surprised.
Last nail in the coffin, man.
It's over. They're dead. They're done.
But that's the thing. It's like they've already come out and said that the next console is going to be kind of like
a hybrid of sorts.
What they did with the Xbox Ally. Xbox
pretty
Ally.
much. Yeah. So we knew it was coming, and I believe, like, I definitely said it last year that I think it was when Forza was announced to be going over. I was like, Halo and Gears are definitely going to go. First was Gears, and then Halo, and I love it. I want more people to play Halo. That game needs to be rejuvenated. It's doing fine on the Xbox itself, the console, not on the PC side of the Xbox or whatever Xbox you want to have that's not a console. More players, the better. It just makes sense. Makes sense to start here. A remake of the first game. It's not going to have the Halo CE multiplayer. But again, a lot of people with these concerns aren't people that really follow Halo for the last...
There is co-op though, right? Like that
there is
multiplayer.
Co-op. Yeah, it's going to have 2-player split screen, 4-player online. And to get the 4-player online, they are actually adjusting the levels to be kind of bigger or wider to make room for those 4 people, because the first one wasn't 4-player, it was just 2-player. So they're doing that, but there is going to be a separate multiplayer free to play next year as well. They did this with Infinite, and they've been doing this for a while. There's multiplayer is coming. So I saw some people on Twitter being like, it's just the campaign, who cares? I'm like, no, it's gonna be the multiplayer. Like, the people out there that are saying, oh, it's just the campaign, not a big deal, that's just what's announced now. That's what they had ready to show. It's going to happen. Guaranteed. Because why would they put the campaign on PS5 but not a games as a service game on PS5?
Totally, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense at all. They're not bringing Infinite over there because they're going to be killing Infinite with this new one that's going to be gone. They're not going to do Master Chief Collection because they're going to see how this campaign Evolve does, and why port a collection for $60 or $70 or however full price over to PlayStation 5 when they can do this for every Halo game. They can charge $50 for 1, 2, and 3 at least, and go that way. We don't know the price. I'm just throwing numbers out there. We don't know the price yet, but the Gears one was $50. I'm assuming this is going to be probably $60. I don't know if you guys watched it.
I did not. I knew. I saw it. I saw about the info about it, but I didn't watch it. I would hope that without the multiplayer, like without that it would be. I know that you say it's coming, but hopefully it would be.
Well, it's going to be separate, so they won't be like. It's not like you'll have to buy the campaign to get the multiplayer. So it should be cheaper because there is no multiplayer, at least my opinion, and it is still technically an old game. They're not. It's still running on the base code and stuff of the original. Just so kind of like what Oblivion did, things like that. They are doing more. They are taking more liberties with the design of the levels, though, than Oblivion. They are changing some stuff. They added sprint, which a lot of people are pissed at. It's the campaign, guys, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of old Halo heads that are just they're grasping at. They don't want anything changed, but they want it to be new. But when things are new, so there's people complaining about how the game looks. It looks too good, is essentially what they're complaining about. They're like, Halo had an art style. I'm like, yes, it did have an art style, but it also had limitations, the hardware limitations. Like that, they had 2 people from the OG team said, this looks awesome. So it looks like what we envisioned when we first made Halo. There's people mad that Sprint's in there. Sprint's been in Halo since 5. Well, technically since Reach, but that's a gear thing. And you have to be modern. Halo's not going to get anybody new if they don't modernize it. It's just not going to happen. Like people have played Halo. Like they've had a shot. Like Infinite was big for a little bit until it had no content coming up and people dropped it pretty damn quickly, especially like on PC. It's a boomer shooter at this point. The kids don't know really what Halo is. If they played Halo CE the way it was back then, but prettier, they're not gonna like it. They're not. And it's not for us anymore. It's like, it reminds me of like, when we see something like a Ninja Turtles movie and all the adults say, is this too like childish or it's too like it's goofy or whatever. Yeah, it's a kids movie. Like when we saw it when we were younger, like we're not the market and they're not going for the same. The Halo people have been with Halo. They have them already. They're not going anywhere. They need to get new people. And I think these additions that they're adding, to me personally, as like a pretty damn big Halo fan, I welcome them. I think they need to make it more modern. I think they need to add a battle royale mode. That's the multiplayer part of it, though, not what we're talking about now. And I think it looks great. Does it look kind of different? The architecture for the Forerunners, yes, it does kind of look overly shiny, and yeah, sure. But
is it kind of like a Legacy of Kain kind of situation?
No.
Where like
sorry.
like the remaster looks like too realistic, like it looks like a little too
it's not that, because it's not just like a remaster in that aspect. It's a remake. It's not it's like Demon Souls to Demon Souls PS5, if that makes sense. So it's like a whole new like remake, but kind of they base it on the original code. I'm not sure if it's running the exact same code like underneath it, because all the changes they're making, I'm not sure if that is how they're doing it. But no. But some of the complaints are kind of like that. Like, this looks too bright.
I don't understand the complaints. Like
people were mad
about the gameplay. It's like, if the gameplay is solid, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, well,
don't worry about it.
So the first remake they did, Anniversary, did have issues. Like, it did play just like Halo, but it did have issues, and it has kind of like what Jason was talking about, where it made two of the levels, like 343 Guilty Spark in the library, way too bright, and it totally killed the mood of those levels. Like 343 Guilty Spark is almost like horror-esque. It's like, that's what introduces you to the Flood. And there's a scene where it's kind of like found footage, and the Flood starts coming out and like killing everyone, and it looks fucking awesome. And in the Anniversary, it kind of looks like Disneyfied. It's too bright, too colorful, and it totally takes away that moodiness of that entire level. But the level they showed with this is a daylight level. Like, you're not really, it looks good. It looks awesome. Like, if you look at the trailer, and especially like a side by side, it's like, fuck yeah, they're killing it with the visuals anyway. But people are just, people, like, if they want it remake, but they want it exactly the same, but they don't want it to be the same. It needs to be different, but not different the way they want to see. They want it different the way they want different, which I don't know what that is, because no matter what they change, they're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how much of that is noise with how many people who aren't going to play it anyway, just criticizing like everything. Like, Metal Gear had people complain about, there's a scene at the end of that with Metal Gear Delta, apparently, that they hated the lighting in it. I never played the original, and I didn't see anything wrong with any of the. But I can see it, though, if you grew up with it a different way, sure. But I grew up with Halo. Like, I mean, I see nothing wrong with this at all.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some games out there that I feel that way about, but I certainly get it. And you're right. It's like, when you think about the first Halo, like, OG Xbox was the 2000s. It's like, it's been 20 years.
It'll be released probably on the 25th anniversary. That's when I think it's going to come out, November 2026, probably.
Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
And it blew up the internet. Oh, let me tell you. You had one side basically like being put on suicide watch because this happened. And then you have the other side now all of a sudden interested in an IP they've been making fun of for 24 years. Like, all of a sudden Torgo is going to be like, oh my God, Halo, yes. Halo. It's like, yeah, it's like that. And it was entertaining. I'm just like, this is hilarious. It's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I'm like, it's going to, yeah. And then just give it time. It's going to die down. Everyone will be excited for it eventually. And then you have people being like, it's like Jason said, the nail in the coffin. That's it. I'm going PC gaming. I'm going to go buy my GPU Ultra tomorrow. I don't know. I was going to say like 5090. I don't know what the highest one is, Jason.
No,
whatever the most
5090 is right.
Nice.
Yeah, 5090 works. Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it, Jeff.
Sweet.
You nailed it.
I'm going to go drop $2,000. Like, settle down, people. Like, come on. Like, whatever. I'm like, worst case scenario, like I even was talking to this with people, like the ROG Ally X stuff is starting to come out because it's out and people are giving their reviews and whatever. And the one thing that worries me isn't necessarily the price. It's the fact that a lot of people are saying you can still tell it's a PC first and not a console, which is expected. If that's the case with the new Xbox, I just don't get an Xbox and I keep my Series X. So I still have my digital games there. And all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's like you can still. The fact is, these games are everywhere now. You can buy a PlayStation if you still want to be a console person, which is probably what I'll do. I'll just buy a PS6 and have my Switch too. I'm happy with that. Because it's looking more and more like this thing's going to be more PC. Like, but I mean, yeah, the sky is falling on every side, everywhere, and there's this crazy. I think it's awesome. I celebrated Forza going there. I celebrated Gears going there. And now I'm like fucking pumped that Halo's going there. Because I have friends that haven't played Halo in so long that are now being like, shit, we can play Halo again. I'm like, yeah, man.
I mean, I feel like this is the natural evolution of what gaming is becoming anyway. It's like as soon as we started seeing multiplayer happening cross-platform, I think that pretty much like the console wars started to converge after that.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, and that's kind of what we've always wanted, right? Let's talk about the games. It's like, who cares about the hardware? Like the hardware is just like, go buy the hardware. Great. Like I understand if you can only afford one, then you want to find the one that's right for you.
Yeah.
But it's about the games. So, and I feel like we're getting to that finally,
We are, but you know what's going to happen? It's going to turn into like platform wars or like, which version. It's going to be like, oh, you're playing the PC version versus the PS6 version, or like you see that now. I see that now with PS5 and PS5 or 5 Pro people. Even it'll always be something. That's the thing.
Yeah,
but the games will be everywhere.
It's the internet. They have to argue about shit. That's the realism of it.
Exactly. You could put your favorite kind of Kleenex on Twitter, and someone's going to have an issue with it and fight you, like die in that hill, telling you that fucking Kleenex is not as good as Charmin or whatever is out there.
Toilet paper arguments. That's where we're going next.
Paper wars. TP wars 2026.
On the next InDis.
Yeah. I'm pumped. I was happy about this reveal. It's not coming out for a good year, so I'm sure a lot of problems people have with it. The only issue I legit saw is because it's on Unreal Engine 5 and it is a year out, but I did see that UE5 jank in the 13-minute gameplay and in the trailer a bit, where you see that hitching that happens in every single UE5 game. Hopefully they can make that better by the time it comes out, but that's an engine issue though. That's not a thing that's Halo related. And that's the thing a lot of people are worried about. Don't go to Unreal Engine 5 because who knows if the multiplayer is going to be running on that, but yeah.
I'll be honest, I will probably end up getting it, even though I know I shouldn't, because I played Reach. I played there's one other that I picked up.
ODST?
And I didn't it might have been ODST, but I didn't get through either of those campaigns. And it's just because of the way that I feel about first person shooters. Like that's just,
Yeah, it's not a Halo thing,
again,
it's a genre
I
thing.
will still probably buy it.
Oh, I am 100% buying this on PlayStation. Just because it's such, and I will not open it. I will keep that thing sealed. Like I'll probably play it on Xbox just because, like, it's still going to be an Xbox series. Like, dude, Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm playing it on Game Pass because to me, Ninja Gaiden is an Xbox game, but I bought it physically on PlayStation. So if I want to replay it or whatever, that's what I did.
That's an option.
Yeah,
and I did mention this at Discord. It did feel weird booting a game up on my PS5, and the first thing I saw was Xbox Studios.
It's something that
It's
you
really
don't get
weird.
used to, and it's going to be super weird seeing Master Chief holding a DualSense controller. That's going to be very awkward the first time.
Good stuff.
But I'm pumped. It happened.
I tell you what, the fact that if Halo, if the remake is co-op, then I will probably jump online with you guys, and that's how I'll end up beating it. It's just the social aspect of playing the game with you guys. So that's something for me to look forward to, you know?
Alrighty.
So
cool.
Good stuff. What else? Anything else?
That's all that basically overshadowed any other thing that could have possibly happened last week.
Fair enough. I think that's a show
related anyway.
Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed it, please tell a few friends about us. And if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. All of those things help us out. Interactivedistractions.com is where you can find our link tree. It'll lead you to our Discord, where you can come and hang out with us and talk games. And if you want to support us, it'll lead you to our Patreon too. We appreciate all of our patrons, and we appreciate that you guys help us keep the lights on. But that is it for this week. So until next week, my name is Chris.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next time.